It's Madden NFL 24, and we'll be watching Jake Ferguson. He rises when it matters most, and he comes in third in the NFL in touchdown receptions. It's the Cowboys and the Eagles on Sunday Night Primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we've got a great Sunday. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at two different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
So the Cowboys ready to go on offense for the first time, and it is their now 30-year-old quarterback, Dak Prescott, who leads the way.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Pollard going to try the right side. He tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. You look at this Eagle defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
Now at 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
That's true. You've said that before. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader." Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, able to avoid him. And he Slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
On first down, Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates.
There he goes, right side. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Well, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. Cooks on the quick slant. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Running right, it's Pollard. Rushing numbers for Pollard last week. There was no answer for him defensively. Over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns to boot.
And that was a fun film to watch.
Oh, and now some trickery. They fake the spike. But it's not going to work. They'll go down, and they got him. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
4th down, Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And finally down it goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Looking to throw. Prescott. Rolling to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. A man who has done this a lot. Justin Houston in there to record the sack. It's 2nd and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now. Here's Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Cowboys go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. He's piloted 2 drives so far, and unfortunately not very well piloted. Both led to interceptions. Now they're facing the deficit. Another touchdown after that previous pick. Starting over here, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 72 yards.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hurts. That's to the speedster, Olamide Zaccheaus. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. That is caught. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 33. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. DeAndre Swift with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are back within a score. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync. The line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Dallas offense set for this next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. A gain there of 21 yards. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. It takes two to tango. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The partner of this offense, 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night, 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of '85. But then they never lose again en route to win Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on that, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's third year playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Hassan Reddick able to record his 5th sack of the season. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
They spent the week at practice, and we know our rating's not that great. And we know we're facing the #1 passing team in the league. But there are some things that we can do to give ourselves a chance in this game.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll run with Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Cowboys are able to widen their advantage. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Eagles offense and A.J. Brown headed back out there.
Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
2nd and 10. They go play action with Hurts.
This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
Here's Hurts to throw.
That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dan Arnold, 49 yards.
And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Now Lewis selects to return it. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard.
Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
Play action now, Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. The pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now Prescott.
Finding Tolbert here over the middle.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam down.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Prescott off play action.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
When you give up a long touchdown drive, you're looking for a silver lining. In this case, it's the fact that your offense had a chance to rest, and now they can come out in the field charged up and ready to go.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Now 2nd and 3.
At the 24-yard line. Hey, 73.
Throwing is Hurts. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked it. But he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 45 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On 1st down, Hurts.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
And this play's still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it.
And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. Dak Prescott taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Cowboys have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Well, now you look down there, you see Rashad Penny in some discomfort. So we're going to get an injury stoppage here, at least for the moment. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. He'll buy some time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jabril Cox gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dan Arnold. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Elliott on for the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 13. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Brandon Cooks and the Cowboys offense back out there, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And some room to run now.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
An attempt at a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Damone Clark leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jabril Cox able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Throwing, Prescott. Inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Steps away to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the 2nd half of this contest.
Prescott to throw it. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys continue to pull away here in this 1st half.
Let's go back over Dak Prescott's career. 6 rushing touchdowns in each of his first 3 years, but only 1 in each of the last 2 seasons. As a veteran, he's become much more judicious about when it's time to take the ball and go for the end zone.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Finds the open target, Arnold. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 33.
Hurts.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. 2nd down. Here's Hurts.
This is Smith with the ground. Touchdown, Eagles.
Devontae Smith,
26 yards.
And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. Now, this has been a one-sided first half to this point, no doubt, but at least signs of life here. They're on the board.
Yeah, and I think if they went to the halftime down big with 0 points on the board, it'd be a struggle to see them come out in the second half and play well. So very important, vital here. And if they make a huge comeback, we'll look back at this moment and point to the start of it.
And able to get this out to the 25. Brandon Cooks and the rest of the offensive crew trotting back into place out there. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the second quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback to run it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done, and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
He's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens. A second down throw for Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. 7 yards there and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On second down, Prescott again. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Prescott looks to throw on first. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. That's dumped off to Pollard. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. Play action now. Prescott. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. It's Sidney Brown with it. Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their... They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
It's a pick at the 6. 73. 73.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here now, 2nd and 4. Here's Hurts to throw. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 3rd and 3. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That is caught. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
On first down, Hurts. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And we move to spotlighting Brandon Cooks. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the second quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you're always wanting to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all those things? But the best players show up each and every week, solid games and some spectacular ones.
And he has showed up time and time again. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 3rd and long for Prescott. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Prescott to throw on 4th. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up in the Still City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Kenny Pickett, strong in the victory as it pushes his guys back above the 500 mark on the year. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. Baker Mayfield leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Detroit Lions. Jared Goff, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. It was a veteran quarterback, Dak Prescott, who had it working in the first half. He had it going right away. 2 touchdown passes in the first quarter, 2 more in the second. 4 touchdown passes all told. And he's likely not done yet. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
And he returns this to the 22. Brandon Cooks and the Cowboys offense back out there.
Well, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Take him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and a couple.
On play action, Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Justin Houston bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Now Prescott.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Prescott now sliding out of the pocket. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw, Prescott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now after the play, oh man, it's Prescott who appears to be shaken up.
Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
He's got his man. It's Gallup. Touchdown. Michael Gallup. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from going up by 30. Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
And an Eagle first down.
Throwing is Hurts.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Dorrance Armstrong
Just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Hurts sets up to throw it.
This short throw caught by Goddard.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Back to throw here.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Prescott. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
And the Eagles are going to take over here up near the 40.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jonathan Hankins. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Brandon Cooks and the rest of the offensive crew trotting back into place out there. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good, and I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked.
That's into the hands of Tolbert. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Throwing, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense already 4 for 4 on 4th down conversions. They're going to try it again here on this 4th down. They'll run forward with Pollard. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this 2nd half.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 1. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
First down, Philadelphia.
He'll drop to throw. He's got Smith here. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Swift will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown.
Elliott now to add the extra point. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
And we move to spotlighting Brandon Cooks. And he is just 1 reception away from 10 in this game. I don't know what they need to do defensively, but something has to be altered, does it not?
I know that whenever we tried to cover a person who's having a game like this, you're trying to vary what you're doing, trying to change things up, hoping to fool him occasionally. If not fool him, fool the quarterback, saying, hey, you didn't read the coverage correctly. Right now, though, they're in pretty good sync.
It's a gain of 35.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Play action now. Prescott on the move to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Ball delivered complete on the crossing route Gallup.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Steps away.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Brandon Cooks from 6 yards away.
And the Cowboys have got it on cruise control. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On second down, Swift.
And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
84 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Hey, easy, 63, bang.
Here's Hurts to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year.
And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Brandon Cooks and the Cowboys offense back out there.
What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting...
And Prescott, his 3rd interception.
LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce.
And he will go down, a Cowboys sack.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Second down, here's Hurts. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown.
Touchdown, Eagles.
A.J. Brown,
44 yards.
And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point try. The data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Brandon Cooks and the rest of the offensive crew trotting back into place out there. He's been almost impossible to bottle up. You see that number 10 on your screen, a big reason why they have the lead.
One of the guys that's being featured in this game and making sure that he's targeted because they do trust him with the ball. That's why they go back to him time and time again.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Man, open downfield is Gallup. He's got it.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter, when you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
To throw is Prescott.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Off the play fake, Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Here's Prescott. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And now another one thrown incomplete.
But a fan should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys in great field position, probably near midfield or better.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And out now come the Cowboys. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Play fake. Here's Prescott.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on 4th down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the 4th quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop them.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Prescott off play action.
That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
That's good for a Cowboys.
Prescott yet again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks from 10 yards out. And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Prescott, they're going to throw for it, and they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
And they staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Touchdown! Dallas Goddard, 64 yards.
And the Eagles get a bit closer. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
On play action, Prescott. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
That one down the field for Ferguson.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And he is going to have the Cowboys first down, and he'll have it by plenty as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Prescott.
An injury stoppage here, and you hope this is nothing serious. That's Dak Prescott, who is shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. It's caught inside the 25.
And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are on their way to a sensational 13-0 start as they extend their lead here. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
16 yards. And an Eagle first down.
Throwing is Hurts.
He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins, and he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
On first down, Hurts. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Eluded, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys will take over here just shy of the 30.
Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Rush to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
They're going for it. Rush.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Over the middle, he's got Watkins.
Here's 2nd and 3. They go play action with Hurts.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quez Watkins.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Hurts will throw.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Cowboys are able to. And oh, he coughed it up. The fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll be first down Cowboys.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know he stays what we call clean and no one gets to him. The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike, that means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Going to run again here with Pollard.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown.
Tony Pollard
with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game.
And the Cowboys are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead.
The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there.
And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign, and it did them. I mean, from both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
And max feel splurging, living proof what you can have, keep